Hello, Ashutosh sir. How are you? Thank you for joining with us.
Hi, good evening, Has. How are you? Hope you are fine.
I'm doing good. So I've already briefed you about the interview. So we have this subject called leadership and capacity building, and we're supposed to conduct interviews to understand the leadership style of currently serving leaders in big companies like yours. So so yeah, I hope you understand like what type of conversation we'll be having right now. So yeah.
Yes, I can understand.
So I'll be starting with the first question. Okay. So my first question will be about pandemic. So tell us a little bit about your current leadership role and how it has evolved post pandemic.
First of all, thank you, Has, for giving me this opportunity. So basically, I think we are discussing about this leadership role, which has changed after this pandemic and before this pandemic. What was see, if we talk about this leadership things now, so basically, if you Google it and if you check on internet now, there you will find there are many things like it will tell it should consist. There should be some vision, purpose. Your communication skills should be one of the main quality of the. This means good leadership. So basically, see, before pandemic, what was happening now? Like physically, we were having all those meetings and we were going to office on a regular basis. And post pandemic, there was a major change. If I can say, so it may be treated as a remote leadership. Like your staff is not available in front of you, but you have to take means you have to assign him all those tasks, and that needs to be completed within a timeline. So before pandemic, I can say it was very easy, very means you can see that what your staff is doing, how they are. Suppose if they faces some challenges, you are available there to support them, to guide them. But in this after sorry during this pre-COVID, during this COVID era, what was happened, the first challenge we were facing to provide them support over this logistic, like they must be given these laptops and other things apart from giving regular guidance. But thankful that I am working in Bank of Baroda. In our bank, what I say means my experience was very positive, because I was posted in Mumbai, and my I was heading team of 10 to 12 persons were working with me. So two were like subordinate staff, they were like peon category. Other remaining were mostly clerical.
Actually, Ashutosh sir, your video just stuck. Actually, I can't. Are you with us? Can you hear me, Ashutosh sir?
Yes, I can hear.
Yeah. Continue. So you were talking about your current your role in Mumbai and your 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I was heading team of 10 to 12 persons were there, 10 to 12 staffs were there.
Mhm.
So since this was unprecedented situation, no one has ever faced this type of situation. So initially we were thinking that I was handling it was very sensitive department in Mumbai, so in Bank of Baroda. So I was thinking that how we are going to complete this thing, because if we will stop, then bank it was very tough to run the bank.
Yes.
But fortunately my yes fortunately my all the staffs were very sincere and very motivated. So initially, the first thing we tried to provide them logistic supports, like providing laptops and other things. And we, since again responsibilities comes with us. So what happened that we have to means we were assigning those tasks through emails only, through soft
Mhm.
copies, through Teams meeting, through Citrix Access, and other things. So I can say that the time was very challenging, but no, means I want to say that their approach was very positive, especially
Mhm.
whenever means see they were doing this like we started a project that is called work from homes. So on this
Mhm.
project, what we were doing, alternate basis we were calling them. So one day one person will come, second day he has to work from home. So these things we implemented. Since I was working with them since 3 years before, so they knew me. which type of person I am, how I can support them. They were very means I can also trust on them. So during pre-COVID period for last 3 years, I try to inculcate those things, those qualities, like they are very clear why are they are doing means they are very clear about their goals, their approaches towards work.
Okay. So, so my next question to you is, what events in your past experience are most informing your leadership in the pandemic? So, based on your past experience, pre-COVID and post-COVID, what are some of the events which you can recall are most informing your leadership in the pandemic?
See, I think leadership is all about this human connects. I can say that the human connects and understanding the process will perhaps lead us to sort out issues faster and moving things in right way. So I cannot specify any events, but since I was saying that they were working with me for last 3 years pre-COVID, and during this COVID period, they no staff change. The team was same. They were working with me for last two again. Means post COVID, they worked with me. So all main thing was the human connect. They can trust on me. I was also I have trust on those staffs, and they were means many trainings we also provided. So
Okay.
it
So, so
was
basically, so basically, you're suggesting about being empathetic with those employees and with your co-workers, and how you have been empathetic with them, and you understand how they have been working with you for so many years. So you know the ground level,
yes,
and yeah, exactly,
yes.
exactly. So, so my next question to you is, what are the key leadership messages you want to get out of the readers? So some key leadership messages based on your experience
Key
for
leadership.
past 13, 14 years. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Like you said, empathy. Empathy is one of the main virtue. I think one in all leaders should
Mm,
means poses, because you have to understand. See, initially, like I said, this was the unprecedented situation which no one has ever faced. So in those situations force us to be more empathetic, and before that we were aware of all this all our staff, that they are very sincere, they are doing their job, means I can trust on them. Whether they are in office or they are working from home, there is no any issue. So empathy was first. I can count on empathy, and apart from that there should be vision. Like I am working or my staff, they are working, they must know that why they are working, and what are their
mhm.
vision. Their vision should be must be clear. So these are the
Okay.
things that they have to means and third thing I would like to say, the word called adaptability. Because see,
Exactly.
in this situation they have to adapt to the according to the situation. So adaptability, I guess, it comes with the opportunity, or it comes with the condition.
Okay. Great. So adaptability should be there. Cause so my next question
Yes.
to you is, till now you have been working for past 13, 14 years, if I'm not wrong. So what are you finding the biggest challenges? And were there any surprises based on those challenges? Pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, you can share if you can recall any of those. And if you're comfortable
See,
sharing with those. Yeah.
yes, no issue, no issue. uh, I have been working since 2010. It has been more than 13 years. So many of my friends, my colleagues, they are also in a senior position.
Mhm.
In my individual experience, I did not find any challenge, because I think that the major challenge pre pandemic or post pandemic or during pandemic is communication gap. Communication gap.
Okay.
If you are able to communicate to your team members what is expected, if they are sincere, and they are able to understand what is the expectation of management, so I don't think there will be any issue. Now see, communication, we can see, like we can call, we can send mail, but that should be clear what is expected and what they have to do. And in suppose they are facing some challenges, we
Mhm.
have to stand there. It means you need to be first expert of your area of domain, so that you can handle those situations and you can communicate easily. So what is the expectation of management, what they have to do and what they are expected to do.
Mhm.
So communication, I can count here that communication skills should be your one of the biggest weapon.
Mhm. Okay, so now talking about, since you're talking about your colleagues and your co-workers, so now my next question is based on that line itself. So did you see any behaviors from colleagues that encourage or inspire you? So can you recall some of the events or
Yes, yes,
experiences
yes,
you have
yes, yes. Uh, See, actually, my two of a staff, I was really inspired by them. See, what was happening now? If you, since you are not working, when you start working, you will experience these things. And what was happening? Suppose there are many of us. People come to office. They have to suppose write a letter. This will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes. But many times happens that you have to sit idle because you don't have any work. What happened in during this pandemic now, uh, I just want to mention those names. One is Amit and second is Sunny. So I found that what they were doing, they tried complete many courses those were available online. Since they were
Mhm.
not married, so they were utilizing their time and they were
Mhm.
trying to be expert in their area of operation. So these two incidents inspired me a lot. Like they are utilizing their
Okay.
spare times.
So that was the behavior that encouraged you or inspired you from your colleagues, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So our next question to you is, uh, are there any ideas that you find helpful for inspiration and support, which you would recommend to others from your
Um,
leadership perspective? Yeah.
yes, yes. Considering this COVID, since we are talking about this, especially pre-pandemic and post-pandemic and during this
Hmm.
COVID period, so I can say that we need to keep moving on, even in the darkest time. Even your speed is very slow, there is no an issue, but we need to keep moving. That is the challenge.
Exactly.
See, no doubt in case in if you see in case of our business, in case of our productivity, it was during COVID period, it went down. Like we take for example, like you can say you can check the share prices of big companies, it went down.
Exactly. Mhm.
But now you can see the current situation, what is happening.
Yes, it's
So
booming. Yes.
I just want to say that we need to keep moving on.
Exactly. So on that point, moving on to the next question. So, sir, how did you maintain your kindness and compassion since you're working on a really higher position in a company now? So, so it's obvious the ego clash comes in picture when you're working at that position. Since you're talking about kindness and compassion, how do you manage to and how do you maintain that kindness and compassion even if you're dealing with new joinees or the junior most position level people? How do you maintain that?
See, I can say this kindness and compassion, they both are the intrinsic value. And basically means they come automatically through value systems, and
Mhm.
there are many situations which force you to be kind and empathic. Like for this like this COVID situation, I was mentioning every time,
Mhm.
like this situation was unprecedented, never happened this type. And since we all are facing same things, our family members, they were also afraid, we are also afraid of those things. So you are bound to be kind and bound to be this, we can correlate these things.
Yes, exactly. We can correlate. So now my last question to you is, what are you looking from your leaders? So you must be reporting to some of the other senior leaders in the company, and so what do you look in them?
Same thing. The first thing is vision. Their vision should be clear. What they want in their life, what they want in their career, and what they see for us. The same thing. Apart from this vision, I also look forward to. Means I just want them to be empathetic,
Mhm.
and their passion should be very clear to take forward the team, to take forward the company, to take forward themselves. The same thing I also see.
Great, sir. So that was the last question, and thank you so much for joining. I know you have a hectic schedule and your day is almost ending. You are almost about to leave your working the workplace.
Yes, in
Sir,
Dubai it's
thank you so
7:30.
much. Yes,
Okay.
exactly. It's almost 9 p.m. here, and sir, thank you so much for joining here for this assignment. And yeah, big thank you to you. Hope
Thank you
we
so
meet
much.
soon.
And yes, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and all the very best to you and your colleagues.
Thank you, sir. Bye bye.